Welcome to Minus the Magic. I'm your host, Krista, and I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Thank you for staying. Welcome to Minus the Magic. I'm giving already a warning. My English is today surprisingly bad for some reason. It might be because there's a lot of allergies going on for me right now, so I'm trying my best with the pronunciation with the words. So if I mess up, I'm sorry. But today, yeah, we're gonna be talking about Michael Jackson's Innocence. But Minus the Magic is a space where we slow down and remember things about Michael. A space where truth, heart, and healing come before noise. And I'm so honored to have you here with me today. Tonight or today, wherever you are in the world, hi. I want to speak to you directly, to those who've been carrying a weight for a long time. A quiet, heavy weight that maybe even your closest friends or family don't even fully understand. And I want to talk about Michael. His truth, innocence, and what it means to love and protect someone, even when the world around you has tried to erase the very thing you know is real. And we can start with the obvious, but somehow still isn't so for so many. Michael Jackson was innocent. Truly. Not just like maybe or not just probably, but truly, fully, legally, morally innocent. And he was investigated for over 10 years by the FBI. That's not a rumor, actually. That's a publicly released documentation. And they went through his life with a microscope. His computers, phone calls, travel history, his finances, even his home in Neverland Ranch in California. And they didn't find anything. Nothing. Nothing. Like Michael said, nothing. And nothing to support the vile accusations that were thrown at him again and again. And yet they even, after the truth was legally confirmed, even after he was on all these 14 counts in 2005 by a jury, people still talk about this and still doubt, still throw shade, even though the truth is out there. He was proven innocent from all those 14 counts in 2005. And why is it? Because the media doesn't care about the truth. It cares about scandal, clicks, outrage. And they knew a story about a powerful, amazing genius who was beloved by kids, who challenged the music industry, and who spoke openly about peace, unity, and injustice to make people wake up and would sell, especially if they turned that story into a villain. They took the opposite and make him look bad. And it worked, sadly. And for a time, they distorted him so badly that many people forgot who he truly was behind all that. And they forgot the joy, the kindness, the playfulness, what Michael was all about, the light that Michael radiated, even when he was in pain. But us MJ fans, we didn't forget. We saw him, and fans from that time, they saw him, and we still do. And that's where I want to speak to you, the listener, the fan, the defender, the believer. Being an MJ fan isn't just about loving the music, or though of course like the music is timeless, it's about like feeling something deeper, finding things about yourself through music. And it's about feeling like seen, healed, moved, and understood by someone who gave more of himself than anyone ever should have been expected to. And it's about like being told you're crazy for believing in his innocence, and when what you're actually doing is standing for the facts, what is actually out there, what people can actually go look for by themselves. But the majority of the people don't care, because it's easier to believe the media, it's easier to believe what the society tells them, that this is the truth. That it could be actually like sunny outside, but if the weather broadcast tells it's going to be rainy, it has to be rainy, right? No, look outside. The truth is right in front of you. You just decide not to see it. It's like, and when it comes to like Michael, it's about constantly like running into jokes about him or false documentaries and offhand comments online, or even from people in your life, like family, friends, coworkers, anybody, that you have to either ignore or challenge and again and again. And it can be exhausting. And I understand you. I am with you because I've been through that. And it can really take a toll on you in a very negative way. And it feels like you're fighting for someone who gave so much and who didn't even live long enough to see the world truly apologize to him. And that breaks my heart. Because he left the world thinking so many people hate him and the love is gone. Even though the love is still there. And as MJ fans, we have to remind people that love doesn't need to be only romantic or sexual or anything alike. It can be just the purest feeling of love, feeling that passion in your hearts, feeling the joy, peace, enlightenment. And I think a lot of MJ fans have a connection to this higher power, what we can actually transform to other people as well by healing them. And we stay here. We stay here because we know. Because truth doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to be consistent. And we've studied documents, we've read the court transcripts, we've listened to the people who knew him, like his friends, his co-workers who used to work with him in a team, the children who weren't coached, who grew up to tell the truth after the cameras were gone. And every time, what do they describe about Michael? It's like a gentle soul, a man who loved Peter Pan, not because he was only stuck in childhood, but because he saw childhood as sacred. He was something to be protected, maybe because he never had a real one himself, but he saw something what we don't see so often. A man who didn't drink publicly or curse or who didn't do anything crazy, but gave hundreds of millions to charity without being full of himself or egoistic, who visited children's hospitals quietly off cameras and who used his fame to not to exploit, but to uplift everyone around him. And we don't see that anymore so often. Michael was one of a kind. He had a so big heart inside of his chest. And it just breaks me that so many people hate on him just because for his looks, whatever media has said, when this guy just wanted to do good for the world and unite. When we compare, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're, discriminating this, there's a lot of shit going on when people are different religions, anything. But I think, or political parties, I think all of these things are at the end of the day, dividing us. Dividing, how do you say that word? Is not making us connected. We're people having 1,000 different opinions. When only opinion would be we want to unite and become one. Despite everything and everything. War is going on wherever, and there's so much things. And Michael once said, about his case for being innocent, lies run sprints, but the truth runs marathons. And the truth is still running. I'm just saying. Still standing. Still glowing in the eyes and hearts of millions around the world. And if you're listening to this right now, chances are you felt that too. If maybe you're a fan from childhood, maybe you discovered after he passed, or maybe you're just, beginning to understand what his life really meant. Wherever you are on that journey, I want you to know something deeply and completely, that you are not alone. A lot of us are going through the same thing, and you're not imagining it. You're not overreacting. You're not being too emotional. You're just feeling what millions of us feel. Love for someone who deserves more love than judgment. Someone who helped us heal and continues to long after he's gone. And being a Michael Jackson fan is beautiful. It's very joyful and happy vibes, and it's magical, but it's also layered. We feel the responsibility to speak up even when it's not easy. Because it's all the time these constant battles online, arguing with random people who we don't even know. And But take this moment to rest. Just to be a fan, without having to explain, or defend, or fight. Let yourself remember the first time you saw him dance, the way your heart felt when you heard Human Nature, or Will You Be There, or Earth Song. Like, let yourself really cry if you need to, or smile if you want to. Because in this moment, the world gets quiet, and the truth gets loud, in the most gentle way. Michael was innocent. Michael was love. And you are part of that love, a keeper of it, a protector of that light. Never forget that. You are for so much you don't even understand. And I'm so thankful you're here. So thankful for that. And I hope you keep the faith and keep fighting. Because you are a strong one. And not a lot of people are that. You know. So much love to you. This is it. Thank you for being here, for remembering, and for feeling, and having that big heart. This has been Minus the Magic, and take this piece with you. Let it carry you into tomorrow, or in the next time you hear his voice, or in the next time someone challenges you, and you get to stand firm, in grace, knowing what's real. Until next time, stay grounded, and most of all, keep Michael's magic alive. Thank you for listening. This is Minus the Magic, Chris MJ, signing out.